Hey, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of all ages, welcome to a very special edition of Wrestle AM pay-per-view profits, double or nothing. Double or nothing. Feel free to put your predictions down below, and welcome in. We are teamed up with SidsLight at SidsLight, and Boom Boom might be coming back. Boom Boom might be coming back for, Boom Boom's a host on the show. He might be coming back for Collision. He'll be our Collision guy. Are you pumped up? So
I am, because I won't be doing Collision anymore, and that sounds great.
Dude, I haven't done a video in a while, and I just have like 80,000 videos planned out as tabs, and I haven't done it. So this is the first video we did in a while. Expect a lot of Japanese news videos, and hopefully this week we can even do a podcast. But we're here, double or nothing, pay-per-view profits. Let's break down the predictions. Before we break it down, you've been in a little AEW funk. I've been exploring more and more Japanese wrestling. You know, I've been really addicted to going to events live. Genuine, how pumped up are you for this pay-per-view? Because
on a scale of 10, I don't know, like a 6.
Yeah. And the thing is, like,
there's no Kenny Omega, there's no MJF. I don't know what you want from me, Kota. No Kota Ibushi. I don't.
Yeah.
I'm a simple raccoon.
I think the athletes are going to be amazing, but just the pump up isn't there enough for me. I would say I'm a 7 or 8, but usually I'm at like a 9 or 10 for AEW and WWE pay-per-views. I feel like the North American brands, even though you guys hate each other, I feel like the pay-per-views are pretty solid from both companies. So I don't know. Excitement a little down, but let's see if this preview can make it a little more exciting. We'll start from the bottom. Now we're here. Thunder Rosa versus Purrazzo. I don't know. I'm kind of excited for this. This is a buy-in, not bad. The women's division has improved tremendously as this company keeps rolling forward. I'm a big Thunder Rosa guy, but I also grew up in Jersey. I just hope this is the only buy-in pre-show. So far, we're reading this off SmackDownHotel.com because it's the first one Google made. But I just hope it's given time. I'd like a solid 12 to 20-minute match for the pre-show. It would be kind of interesting. But I'm going to be honest. I got to keep it 100, as the kids would say. Unless someone really praises the pre-show, I'm kind of skipping all companies' pre-shows unless I'm there live. Are you a pre-show guy? Are you skipping or like?
No. If it's not good enough for you to put it on the main card, it's not good enough for me to watch.
Like, even if like a nerd says that was the best match ever, I can't believe it.
Yeah, because they say that about everything.
That is true. Yeah, get standards. I want to get a shirt that just says "Get standards." Get standards. But I feel like when I do watch the pre-show, I get mad if the match is good and a match on the card isn't good. Like, remember the 6-man match with Edge and all his buddies?
Eddie Kingston.
Yeah. Like, we watched the pre-show that day, and I feel like if there's a bad card on the pay-per-view, we're like, why the fuck ain't this on the pre-show, and why wasn't that? Because I think it was Jay White and the Guns. By the way, unpopular opinion.
It was the unification.
Are you ready for an unpopular opinion?
Sure.
It's gonna be the most boring, unpopular opinion ever. I think Jay White is booked absolutely perfectly in AEW. I think he was overbooked in New Japan, and I think he's exactly where he needs to be. I think he's perfectly booked. And now people that are like,
can fight you on that.
I think people that support Jay White are gonna be like, you're out of your minds, and people that hate Jay White are like, you're out of your minds. I just think he's exactly where he should be. But who knows? All right, start with a hot take to get those negative views up. It's a genuine hot take, though. I'm not some fucking nerd just saying shit for the sake of saying stuff. Orange Cassidy. All right, so the pay per view starts. Orange Cassidy versus Trent Beretta. I don't. I like. I feel guilty for not giving a shit. You know what I mean? Like,
I
I
I
feel
stopped
guilty for
caring
not giving a shit.
after they had that hardcore match. I stopped caring.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I feel like I should care. I feel like old me is like, what the fuck? But I don't care. I think you give it to Orange Cassidy. He has like a zillion wins. Sorry,
Yeah,
Trent
I
Beretta.
also think Orange Cassidy wins this. I think Thunder Rosa wins the first one. Orange Cassidy wins this one.
All right, I'm gonna let you do this one first because I'm gonna cry like a bitch. You got an eliminator match. If Takashita wins, he gets a shot at the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Takashita versus Jon Moxley. Mr. Raccoon, I'm a little pumped up. I've been talking a lot. I want you to go first. Go ahead.
This one's harder for me to gauge because I feel like this one's going to be more likely booked for New Japan, and I don't know. I think giving it to the win to Takeshita is a more exciting scenario. But I don't know who's going to win it. I hope Takeshita does.
I love this match. I love both these athletes. I love it with all my heart. Eliminator match is a title match. I mean, non-title match with extra steps. There's no fucking way this should be on pay-per-view. No way. This was the match that I'm paying for the pay-per-view for this match. And then you make it a fucking non-title match. It's actually a eliminator match. Shut the fuck up, Tony Khan, you piece of shit. Sorry. Calm down. I fucking hate this. The IWGP title used to mean something. You have one of the greatest Japanese wrestlers of all time in DDT. All together! Sorry, that's a Japanese reference. I'll make a different video for that. It just went from, this is the reason I'm getting a pay-per-view. This is the reason I'm watching. This is it. This is awesome. AEW, IWGP, New Japan, they can't fucking up. They can't. And they fucking did. This is fucking bonkers. Now, maybe I'm the only one. I hate non-title. And see, I'm not a tribalist little piece of shit. Non-title matches. I don't give a fuck. I don't care if it's a WWE. I don't care if it's in AEW. I don't care if it's on the fucking moon. I don't care if it's in AAA. I don't care if it's in fucking Lucha Underground. Non-title matches are a waste of everyone's fucking time, and the Eliminator match is a non-title match with extra steps. And it could lead to a dream match. It could. All together! With that said, Moxley wins this, and it's fucking boring. Congratulations. I'm glad companies are working together. It used to be only one company ruined pro wrestling. Now we do it together. Because can you imagine Takashita winning? Going to fucking Peter Pan and someone with talent? Yota Tsuji? That's right. DDT, Peter Pan. Takashita comes home and Yota Tsuji shows up at Peter Pan? Maybe we have this at Sumo Hall. No, dude, you got to see the new Yokohama arena. That's where you got to go. Yokohama boot, fucking whatever. Yeah, fuck that. I don't want to travel. Let's do this shit in Yokohama. All right, listen. Mr. Raccoon Man, you don't know the Japan as much as you should know the Japan. Study hard. But the IWGP title on a DDT pay-per-view with Takashita defending it and someone with talent, Yota Tsuji, comes over. I'm saying that brings new fans in and all together works. I don't know. As a guy that respects
I
Japanese
like
wrestling,
that
but don't
you're
watch it.
fantasy booking, but I don't know why you're fantasy booking because it's not gonna happen.
Because, no, it's all together. In Japan, we work all together, and everyone benefits.
Only the faithful understand this.
Fuck you. Oh, the faithful. All right, new thing. Said we're gonna get
Don't
back
you
to AEW in a
start
second.
going on all your rants
No,
about
no, no.
no.
Short.
No. You save it for
short,
your Japanese
short,
videos. Don't you just rant
short.
now.
No, one time. Just give me 5 seconds,
Oh
sir.
my
Five
god.
product placement.
He hasn't made any of these videos all week, but
They're
he's
all
gonna
tabbed up. They're all
derail us
tabbed
right
up.
now to do them all now.
Yeah, just doing it. All right, just one thing. If you say you're part of the faithful and you're talking about New Japan, we can't be friends. Thank you.
I'm part of the faithful of New Japan.
Of course you are. All right.
We're all faithful New Japan fans.
FTW Championship. 3-way FTW rules. You got Hook, Taz's son, Shibata, a warrior, the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho, and he has Big Bill for the FTW Championship.
Anybody but Jericho wins this and it's better, but does anybody care about a Jericho match anymore? I feel like Shibata's only in this match because he managed to get a good match out of Jericho and they're desperately hoping he can do it again.
Yeah. I don't know. Is the learning, do you think the Learning Tree is winning people over? Because he went to Canada, people were cheering, he did the Learning Tree gimmick. But now that like they're back in America,
I don't know
and it's
which
been a
is
while.
dumber, the Learning Tree or the stealing the faithful, but both are pretty stupid, and I think the Learning Tree might be worse.
And not that, but I think it's a Taz. I might actually get the Learning Tree because I work for a company named that. I might get the Learning Tree shirt, but then it's like, do I support it? Because I'm a big Jericho guy and I'm fed up. You know what I mean? But for a little bit, I thought it was working. It worked in Canada. It was like, oh, Canada.
Well,
but
because
then
Canada will do anything Jericho wants.
Yeah. And Japan's he's pretty popular in
Yeah,
Japan,
they should
too.
just send him to Japan again. He'll be over.
Yeah, here's the fucked up part. The New Japan standards are so low, no one's going to notice.
Yeah, he'd probably put on great matches as part of the 10-man fucking ensemble he gets put in every night.
All right, I think without a doubt, my brain says without a doubt Jericho wins this. My heart says Shibata. But Hook, his dad is Taz. You remember when you were a kid, your dad owned Nintendo? Hook. My dad works for Nintendo. Remember that? Those were good times. Yeah. There you go. I haven't been on screen for a while, and my camera just fucking went in the air and flipped.
Nice.
Yeah. Camera difficulties.
I think Shibata winning it would be best case scenario.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't know. If Jericho wins, it's just gonna be disappointing. But hey, maybe it's a great Jericho match. Who knows? I don't expect it.
Yeah. But I mean, who's your heart pick and who's your brain pick? Because I think everyone thinks Jericho's walking out with this.
My heart pick's Shibata.
All right. And your brain pick? You think it's going back to Hook?
My brain says Big Cass.
Oh no, Big Cass, Big Bill. He's only manager. He's only in the corner. It's not a 4-way.
Oh, never mind then. Then yeah, Jericho.
Yeah, he's got friends. So there you go. And I guess side question for those that watch this. Thank you, Algorithm and Shorts, for killing us. Question is, are you feeling Chris Jericho's Learning Tree? That's the question. I want to know. Next, the undefeated World Trios Championship Trios match. There's no way. Yeah, that's what it's called. Unified World Trios Championship Trios match. I think that's too many trios. I don't think you need double trios.
It is.
The match is confirmed if the Lucha Brothers beat Gunn at Saturday's... Shut the fuck up, dude. Just shut the fuck up, dude. It's Death Triangle.
So the match is confirmed.
Yeah. You got Jay White and the Guns versus Death Triangle, Pac, Pentagon, and Ray Phoenix. This
Oh,
should be
okay.
amazing.
That
I
should be
like
a good
this.
match.
Yeah, yeah. This is probably, and this I think this is one of the harder matches to predict. I feel like something that SidsLight has brought home a lot, and now other podcasters are picking up on it, is that it's too predictable and they need more upsets. This one's a little hard to predict. I could see both teams winning. I have a reason why I think Jay White and the Guns are gonna win, and I think they're a little afraid of Pac, Penta, and Ray's health. Because they're so hardcore, and not hardcore like ECW hardcore, but like 100% going at it, that they get hurt often. So
See, I don't know. I think putting the belts back on them while you can is a great idea, though.
that is true. So my prediction here: Jay White and the Guns win, and then Pac and Penta and Ray, if they stay healthy, take the belts off them after beating like. Tony, you know, I was gonna stop because like this is all Tony Khan's storylines, but then it is a prediction show, and then they go out and start from the bottom and work their way up the ranks and get it again. So there you go. But yeah, so you're going Death Triangle.
Yeah, I think that triangle.
I'm going Bullet Club Gold, but I like Death Triangle better. There you go. Next, the AEW Women's World Championship. Now there's a triple main event, and the women's championship is not part of it, and the TBS title is. And as an old school nerd, I don't like when mid-card titles surpass the main title. But still, you have Tony Storm versus Deeb. I think without a doubt, Tony Storm wins this.
Yeah, Tony Storm's winning that.
And last couple matches Tony Storm has, she's going more wrestler than sports entertainer. So I wouldn't mind seeing that thing, because I still am into the belief that if Tony Storm did this gimmick in WWE, Tony Storm fans would be very mad. But AEW gets a pass. But if you love sports entertainment, she's been fantastic at that style. You're more of a sports entertainment guy than me. Do you like Tony Storm's new gimmick? And in the ring, do you want to?
I don't. You know I don't.
Dude, I'm trying to host a show.
I've said it so many times. I think that gimmick's stupid.
It's been a week. Where are you? Are you hiding in the trash can? Are you afraid of Tony Storm?
I was reaching down for something.
Got it.
Your mother's down there.
Tell her I said hello. So I think Tony Storm's with this. Next, we have the AEW International Championship match. And you got Roderick Strong versus Will Ospreay. I love both these wrestlers with all my heart. But there's no fucking way Roddy pulls this off. I love Will Ospreay. I love Roderick Strong. I think this has potential to be amazing. I think this is probably match of the night. I absolutely love it. But Will's winning this, right? I mean,
I think Will's winning it, but I give you a scenario where Will doesn't win it.
all right, go ahead.
Adam Cole's why he doesn't win.
Oh, it kind of makes sense. I see what's
And
going
it's
on.
a setup for the feud with Adam Cole and Will Ospreay, which would be a good match.
Yeah. And the Continental Classic and International Championship, that has to be one title. Like, too many titles.
Yeah, there are too many titles.
If I wasn't a lazy YouTuber, I would recreate too many chefs with titles. Listen, if you got a lot of title belts and a lot of time and you're a real YouTuber, can you do that? just recreate it instead of too many cooks. You just say too many titles and recreate the scene by throwing titles around. So yeah, Will's probably going to win this. Next, you got the AEW TNT Championship barbed wire steel cage match. You got Adam Copeland versus Malachi Black. They're doing the spooky. A lot of people were either pro or anti the blood shooting up instead of shooting down gimmick. I don't know if you've seen this yet. I know you're a little behind, but you know how they drop the blood on you and sometimes it misses like in WCW? Well, to do it, they shot the blood up. So for like half a second, it looks like he's just shooting blood out of his ass. And then it's just everywhere. Yeah, I mean, it's a mistake, but it was hilarious. But I don't like the spooky stuff. But yeah, And then people are talking about possibly Edge going spooky. But I I don't think this is going to be a good match, but I want it to be a good match. I think this is going to be a solid sports entertainment WWE Edge match. And at this part of my fandom, I want more than that. I'm like, all right.
This is a great match for Malachi to show WWE that he's still got what they're looking for.
Yeah, that hurts, but that's a shoot. That 100%. That's a good point. That is a great point. Do you think Copeland loses the title, or no way in hell?
No.
See,
Tony Khan fucking loves him.
yeah.
Tony Khan likes his old wrestlers a lot.
Yeah, that kind of bothers me. But
Malachi should win. I would love to see Malachi actually holding a title for a little bit, but I don't think he does. I think Edge is winning.
because my thing is, you have 800 million titles. I'm not a fan of Spooky, but if you are a fan of Spooky, I feel like Malachi Black and his friends. What are his friends called? Death Squad 7?
House of Black.
House of Black. I feel like they're like tough guy, spooky guys that accomplish nothing.
They don't accomplish anything except losses on Rampage.
Yeah. So, I don't know.
That and Buddy Murphy wrestles all the time.
Yeah. I think Malachi Black winning it helps Malachi Black way more than Edge winning it. Edge, it's like, oh yeah. Yeah, you did it. So I think Edge is going to win it, aka Adam Copeland. But I feel like even though it's not my cup of tea, they have to win something or they shouldn't exist. And I'm a Yokohama Grits fan, so they should win something or they shouldn't exist. So, percentage-wise, are you 100% think Edge is going to win? I'm pretty high on Edge winning this for prediction.
I don't know my percent. I'm pretty high, though.
Got it. Scrolling up. Now we're into the triple main events. I absolutely love this match. I don't like the fact that it's not for the main title. You have the AEW TBS champion. Like, if this is your triple main event, it should be the main title. You got Willow Nightingale versus Mercedes Moné. Mercedes Moné took forever to premiere. I think some fans are not down on her, but down on the idea. Willow Nightingale is everyone's sweetheart. I don't know if Mercedes Moné is supposed to be a face. There's rumors, just internet rumors, speculation, if you will, that she'll be joining the Elite, which would make sense. But if I was to pull the strings, I think Willow Nightingale should win, but I don't think there's no way in hell she does. What's your thoughts on this?
Same thing. I think Willow winning would be interesting. I don't think she wins. I think Sasha wins.
And
Mercedes wins.
we talked about this off air, but we haven't talked about it on air. Do you think Mercedes Moné showed up way too early, and if she showed up later, this would have more impact?
I don't know. I think we did talk about this. We talked about it on the podcast.
Oh, I thought that was off air. Dude, I can't tell what we talk about on air or off air. It's almost like my brain
you
doesn't
talk
work.
a lot, so it's hard to tell.
I think we should just start talking our regular conversations. But anyway, yeah, I think if she showed up later, she would be way more over. So, and it'll be interesting to see.
You can't have someone dance for 2 months.
Yeah. Well, we did get a comment in the YouTube section. Thank you, commenters. We did get one comment. Some of them are special comments, but this one was a good comment. That we watched the international feed. So when she's dancing awkwardly for like 2 to 5 minutes, that's picture in picture or gone to commercial. So like the rest of the world doesn't just stare at her dancing for 5 minutes like the international audience.
Oh, well, we've been seeing her dance a lot for a while.
Yeah. It's if you are watching the international feeds, it's beyond awkward because we don't go picture in picture and we also don't go to commercial breaks. I mean, sometimes we go to commercial breaks and it will be like the graphic, but a lot of times they'll just, oh, fuck it, let the cameras keep rolling.
She's danced the show out, and she's danced the show into closing before.
Really? Maybe. I don't know.
She did a whole dance entrance one time. I don't believe all of. I think sometimes it's picture in picture, but this bitch loves to dance.
Well, and it's not even a
She's
dancing
footloose.
part. It's not even a dancing part that's weird. It's the long. I don't know. It's got to the point where like, am I a pervert? You know what I mean? Like you're
How
still
much
dancing.
dancing there is.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, well, I'm just saying. I'm just relaying what the internet infantry said in the YouTube comments. They said they don't see her dancing as much as the
You know
international
what?
audience.
I'm on Boom Boom's side now.
For those that don't know, Boom Boom hated reading comments. I'm almost there, dude. Like, there's this one guy that's like, "Oh, everything's a work." I was like, "All right,
That's why
lots of people
you
lost their
give them
jobs."
attention.
I don't know. Yeah, commenters, we want you, but we also want you to be awesome. We want the best of the best of the best. All right, next you got Anarchy in the Arena match. You got the Elite, Okada, the Young Bucks, Jack Perry, first Team AEW, Bryan Danielson, Darby Allin, who returned with flamethrowers. Dude, if you like sports entertainment, go back and watch last Dynamite. Dax Harwood and Cash Wheeler, FTR. I think this match is going to be a lot of fun. I just don't think it's my cup of tea. I don't know. If I wanted to, but I don't know because like some spots are really good. I don't know. I'm in it. And here's the thing too that sucks is I don't think it matters who wins. Like Anarchy in the Arena, like back in the day when you had war games, that was kind of like the end of the feud. I don't think Anarchy in the Arena is the end of the feud. I don't think FTR is like, well, I learned my lesson. The Young Bucks are like, you're right. I should be kinder. You know, we're talking kayfabe storyline wise. But I don't know. I think it will be fun to watch. I just don't think it's important about the results. And I guess that's okay, you know? I think the Elite have to win, but I'm not that invested, to be honest. But then again, Bryan Danielson, he probably wants to be in all different types of matches his last year, too. Who do you got, and what's your opinion on this?
I think the Elite wins it. But it was my theory that I think that this is just because Brian wants to be in this match.
Yeah. So, do you think there's like Kenny or Coda or anyone returning?
No, no,
What about
not Kenny or Coda.
yeah, what about MJF?
I don't know. It would be a cool return to have MJF help Team AEW,
Cuz
but
I think I don't see a big return for the women's match just cuz Monet is the big return, you know?
MJF return doesn't make sense though.
So, but do you
Tony
think
Khan Tony Khan hangs on to stories way too much. You think Tony Khan's gonna suddenly have MJF back and not instantly put him back into the same story he's been having everything hold for?
yeah, you're probably right.
He
You're
doesn't do
absolutely right.
audibles. He wouldn't do an audible.
Yeah, now that you said that, you kind of won me over to your side of thinking, to be honest. Because I don't know. I think this match or the main event, they I don't they don't have to. Maybe I'm using too strong of words here. I have a feeling that they're gonna have a big return, MJF or someone that you know return. But
Probably
I could be
it's
wrong.
double or nothing. So
Yeah, yeah. So there you go. And I wonder what fun spots they'll have for this. And not only that, but Darby Allin. You know Darby Allin's doing something fucking crazy.
yeah,
Yeah,
he'll do something good.
yeah,
Maybe
yeah, yeah.
maybe Sting will be there.
I don't know. I don't,
No, Sting watching in the rafters. That's it. I don't want him
dude.
to wrestle.
I'll be honest with you. As an old school WCW fan, as an overthinker nerd, I'm like that's stupid. But as an old school WCW guy, I'm like that's fucking amazing. Dude, what if Sting every now and then just shows up in the rafters? Never has a match. Oh, WCW was a thing, boys.
They
WCW
would
was a
only
thing.
have to have him do it during Darby stuff.
Yeah,
Like
and
he's
just
still
every now and
watching.
then. Yeah. Oh, by the way, speaking of Sting, his son, the one that was NWO Red Sting, he started to
Yes,
train to be
yes,
a pro
Mr.
wrestler.
Tangent.
Yeah,
Nice.
yeah, yeah. So, I don't know. There you go. Wait a second. What if his son? That's how he premieres. We're like, wow, it's Sting, and it's really not Sting.
That'd be cool. I
Yeah.
would like it. He had a good splash.
Yeah. And next, the AEW World Championship. You got Swerve Strickland with Prince Nana versus Christian Cage with the Patriarchy, Killswitch, Nick Wayne, and Mother Wayne. So this is one of those things where something that Sid brought up. The athletes both awesome. The story is fucking fantastic. You know, a lot of people are like, oh, there's no story. It's like, no, there's a story. You know, it's like, so the story is fantastic. The wrestlers, the characters are fantastic. But unless there's a huge upset or a shock, this is probably the easiest match in the world to predict. You know? So it's like you can have all the pieces of the puzzle. And I hope I'm wrong. But you can have all the pieces of the puzzle. You can have the sports entertainment. You can have the story. You can have the athletes. You can have the characters. You can have the wrestlers. But if the Vegas odds are like, no, 99.9999% Swerve Strickland's winning, then it's Swerve Strickland's winning, you know? What's your thoughts on this?
Swerve Strickland's winning. Like, I will be genuinely amazed if they let
Christian Cage win the big title.
Yeah.
I mean, it does give. All right, first off, Swerve Strickland.
You can't make such a big deal about him being the first black champion and then immediately take the belt away.
Bless you,
Sorry, I
raccoon
just sneezed.
friend. No problem. All right, I think we all agree Swerve Strickland, but let me be devil's advocate for the sake of being devil's advocate. All right, you brought up a great point about being first black champion. Also, his character, he's over. He deserves it. But Tony does love Edge. And it gives MJF a moment to feud with Copeland. It gives Swerve Strickland and Nick Wayne a possible pay-per-view match down the line in a story. And it could be Edge Christian at the next pay-per-view for the main title. But Edge already has the TNT title, and you could still do that with the TNT title. But then again, he does love Edge. Does his love of Edge...
Edge isn't going to be... Edge and Christian aren't going to be fighting for the main title. No way.
I'm just playing devil's advocate here.
No fucking way. That's an absurd devil's advocate.
I mean...
Just think about this. That title has been it's been actually put on decent wrestlers the whole time.
Yeah. Because even when Jericho had his title run,
with that title.
Even when Chris Jericho had his title run, he was in better shape, and his character made sense. You know what I mean? Like Jericho's stock has dropped a lot, but him being champ at that time made sense.
Yeah.
So,
I agree.
There you go. And also, where the fuck is what's his name? Where's the cowboy?
Hangman?
Is he injured?
Well, I think you're missing something when you're thinking about who's going to make a big return.
Oh, you used the word big. It'd be a return.
Well, I mean, big impact on that.
Yeah.
Match,
so you think Swerve Strickland and Hangman?
Oh no, I don't
here?
think I don't think Hangman comes back here.
He can come here or Anarchy in the Arena. He can come
Anarchy in the Arena. He's part of the Elite.
Oh, so he goes heel.
The last thing they did was jump. No, they jumped Kenny. I think he sides with Kenny.
Oh, when he goes to Team AEW.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it makes sense. Because Swerve Strickland and Hangman, they could probably drag that story out a lot longer too.
Not just that, but Hangman actually forms eventually with Coda and Kenny, and they have a trios match against Okada and the Bucks.
Yeah, that's not too bad. And Jack Perry's like, "Hey man, I was in House of Torture. You know who
Well,
my dad
Jack
is?"
Perry. I just don't think Jack Perry gets included in that particular thing. He's more like their young lion.
Yeah.
Like you can shit on him all you want, but in reality, he's poised in a great spot to be in.
100%. You can mock someone and say he's in a good spot. Well, I mean, you used to be able to. Not when people are so sensitive. You're like, yeah. We used to be able to joke and have a good time and high five. I'm saying that sarcastically, but that might be in another 10 years. That might really be a conversation that you're having a legit conversation. Like,
Maybe.
Grandson, Koco, let me tell you something. We used to high five and make jokes. How could you, you fucking monster? You monster! So yeah, there you go. Your match of the night and possibly big upset.
I don't know. I don't know what the big upset will be. Match of the night. Fuck, I don't know. All the matches I feel like have one weaker worker in them for the most part.
Yeah. I don't know. The 6-man tag looks pretty
Anarchy
equal.
in the Arena is probably going to be the best match of the night.
Yeah,
like
they're gonna do a
most
lot of crazy
entertaining.
shit. And I'm very interested in Will Nightingale and Mercedes Moné. I think they could do something special, or it could be a disaster depending on Monet's health. But when it comes to this match, I think people already made their decision if it's good or bad.
Biggest upset would probably be, for most people, would probably be Willow winning.
Yeah, which I think would make a lot of sense.
I think it'd be great.
Yeah.
Put that dancing bitch back in her place. Maybe she was wrestling instead of dancing.
Oh, man. I know that, but Mercedes Moné could still join the Elite if that's those rumors to be true. Speculation. And not only that, but you can, like a lot of people get mad when you recycle storylines, but in almost every form of storytelling, people reference other things. Like, oh, that was a reference from Romeo and Juliet. That's a reference from Lost. That's a reference from, Futurama. So there's people, but I could see, like, you could have it where Willow plays the part of Dusty, Monet plays the part of Ric Flair, and recreate that storyline. It doesn't have to be beat for beat, but it could be something like that,
Maybe.
I don't know. I'm really high on Will Nightingale. She had a great match in Japan recently, so I'm just high on her. So there you go. And yeah, I just wish there wasn't an eliminator match. I think my happiness level goes up so much higher if you drop the word eliminator. That's just me though. So there you go. Predictions down below. Tell me how pumped up you are, and tell me your favorite soda. Mine's Coca-Cola, but I've been having a little affair on Dr. Pepper. Check out SidsLight on everything at SidsLight. He's on the Twitch machine the most. I feel like your heart is into the Twitch. Is this true? Are you feeling the Twitch machine the most right these days?
Yeah, but I've been putting out compilations on YouTube every few days.
Oh yeah. That I saw the first one. I got to catch up. It's pretty cool. And he does do a lot of editing. Have you done a Tales from Trash Can?
No, I haven't done. The last one was like a few weeks ago.
Well, it's timeless. Go over there and check it out anyway. Tales from the Trash Can. Like, comment, subscribe. Sid, I'll talk to you in 2 seconds. The rest of you guys, I have 87 tabs open for video ideas. Will I do them? Put in the comments. Yeah, Dave's gonna do those videos. Or fuck, Dave's a piece of shit and he just eats spaghetti all day. Sid, last prediction.
Sleep for Pete.
Yeah.
Last prediction, you'll eat spaghetti before we do the review.
Definitely. Dude, as a retired fat guy, I live and die off spaghetti. Sid, can you vouch how many conversations we had where you just hear me eating spaghetti?
We would have been doing... In fact, we'd already be done today if he hadn't had to go eat spaghetti.
I just love spaghetti, man. By the way... Like, comment, subscribe. And with that, I am over. Hey, boom, 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 boom. Hey, look at that.